Karens can be quite loud and violent, but when a topic bores them, it just does. Today, we'll be looking at Karens falling asleep mid-hearing in court. Let's get right into it. First up, we have the biggest court male Karen of them all, Daryl Brooks. He fell asleep in court the other day, and this is how it went.
Mr. Brooks appears to be asleep in the courtroom. I don't know if he's just being disrespectful, uninterested, or if he's not feeling well. But to avoid a appellate issue in the future, I think it'd be appropriate to inquire if he is capable of assisting in his own defense at this point.
All right, why don't I give the defense attorneys a moment. We'll mute the microphone so they can talk to Mr. Brooks, make sure he's feeling okay, and make an assessment of his ability to assist in his defense during these proceedings. I'll step off while we do that.
All right, and we're going to take a break, and then we'll pick this up when we return?
Why don't we do that? That's
Okay.
probably best. I will mute the audio. The live stream will keep.
Next up, we have the time a judge fell asleep in court. Yes, a judge. Check it out.
What are the poll managers supposed to do with that report? What exactly are they supposed to do?
The application is sent along with the ballot envelope to the polling place. And they are to look at the application, compare the signatures, and make sure that they can match.
If they don't, somebody will call, and like what you said, maintain the clerk's office.
In the clerk's office during the day, while voting is going on, they're adding to the collection of ballots, so to speak. And then when they close the office, they lock those up.
Lock absentee ballots involved.
Yes.
During the course of the regular business day. I need to, Your Honor. Your Honor.
This is how he reacted after he got woken up. Now for the time young slime rapper Gunner fell asleep during his court hearing. Take a look.
Good morning, Your Honor.
So this is where you do that. It took this alphabetical order, B, C.
We all remember the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial, right? Yeah, we definitely do. Well, he's not much of a Karen, but he did fall asleep during the court hearing.
Notes show Ms. Heard reporting abuse by Mr. Depp, including sexual violence. The treatment notes are Exhibit Y, and based on the court's ruling, the defendant did not call Bonnie Jacobs as a witness. Mr. Depp objected to Dr. Jacobs' notes as hearsay that did not fall into any exceptions, including statements for purposes of medical treatment. The court sustained the objections on those grounds. I have some more. Give me a moment.
As long as you don't just keep turning every page in that book.
No,
I'm not staying for that.
It is not.
Okay.
half of the time Amber fell asleep during the court hearing. I'd say it's a match made in heaven, but it definitely isn't. Next up, we have the time a juror fell asleep during a murder trial. This is what the court had to say on the matter.
Outside the presence of the jury, and Ms. Devereaux had an issue she wanted to raise. Ms. Devereaux?
Your Honor, just that we noticed juror 13 was falling asleep during openings. There was a point where we watched her be asleep for about 45 seconds. We're not asking for anything at this time other than if the court could maybe invite the jurors to make sure they're doing whatever they need to do to stay awake and carefully listening to the evidence. Whether that's coffee, breaks, I'm not sure what the problem is, maybe inquiring with her independently and seeing what her situation is, if she's able to pay close attention this morning, or if she's experiencing something in her personal life that's preventing her from being able to do so. But that's all we're requesting at this time.
Mr. Wren?
I did not observe it, so I don't have any additional comment or information.
I didn't observe it either. I will monitor that, and if it's necessary, we will have a discussion with juror number 13. But at this point, I'm not going to take any further action or make any statements until I observe it and believe that there's a concern that juror 13 is not paying attention. Okay, let's bring the jurors in. When the jurors come in, if everybody can please rise.